You don't realize what I'm telling you guys. I wish someone had told me this. I did not even have this. And I turned a hotel around, and I turned a restaurant around, and then I opened 2 restaurants myself. And by the time I was 30 years old, I could have retired. And I did not even have those 3 steps. All I had was systems. Let's create systems. Let's create massive systems. That's all I knew. I didn't know what to do. I have no clue. I had no clue. I went to work every day and I'm like, okay, what can I systemize today? What can I systemize today? How can I systemize this? I don't want to be doing this tomorrow. Who can do this? I need to systemize it. Let me document it. Let me systemize it. Let me give you an example. When I was turning around that restaurant, what we did is one thing, right? We had a contest for cakes. So within the national corporation, they had come out with these cakes. And you guys probably remember in the 1990s, they came out. You guys probably had them too. They were delectable, those cakes, right? I mean, they still exist today. They're like those frozen cheesecakes, like Oreo with ice cream and butterscotch with ice cream. Oh my God. Those cakes were amazing, right? So they came out in the 1990s. I don't know if you remember. Do you guys remember that? So they're like, oh my God, we never got them. Oh my God, I'm so sorry for you guys. Oh my God, they're all over, they're everywhere in the United States now. But in the 1990s, they were just coming out. So the national franchisor decided that these cakes were so amazing, and I'm no joke. I mean, it was like tasting a cloud. It was like God Himself handing you a bite in your mouth, and you're like, okay, I could die right now. I can die right now. Don't look at me funny again. This guy's freaking me out. No, seriously, guys, right? So those cakes were really, really good. So you know what we did? We decided at the national level, they decided to run a campaign. And they said, what restaurant is going to be able to sell the most cakes? And I said, we've got to win this. So I used that contest to rally my troops, to rally my servers, to say, let's sell more cakes than anybody else. We did something that was very unconventional. I said, if you buy the whole cake, I think it had 16 pieces, a cake. I think that each slice was selling for $4, 1992. That was a lot of money, 1995, something. It was a lot of money back then, okay? The whole cake was, I guess 16 times 5, what's that, $80? I think it's $80, right? So, this is what we said. We ran a campaign with a button. I had these big buttons made, right? And every server had to wear the button every day. Is that a system? I made sure that either me or one of my assistants made sure that every server was wearing that button every day. Is that a system? Yes, it is. So the button said this: ask me how you can get a free dessert today. What did I do? I took it away from my servers. Now, that was the second step. My first step was to train my servers to, every time they went to a table, to tell about the contest, to tell about this. But some of them were shy. Some of them didn't want to tell. So I took it away from them by putting a big button on their chests. Ask me how you can get a free piece of cake. So now they're sitting at the table, and the people are like, well, they have like this big button. So they're like, well, okay, so how can I get a free piece of cake, right? And then the server would have to explain, it's simple, sir. We're running a contest, a national contest, and we are dedicated to winning this contest. So what we do is that if you buy the whole cake, if you buy 16 pieces, we give you one for free today. That's insane, right? But you should have seen how many people were buying the whole cake. We were selling that cake for $75. You know what was my average check before that contest? $12 and some change. My average check in the restaurant was $12 per person and some change. Just because of that contest, the average check went to, I don't remember the number, but it was a crazy number. I think it was like $18 or something like that. In other words, just because of that contest, I grew the business by about 50, 60%. Crazy, right? That's how simple it is. When you're looking for opportunities, how can I systemize my business? How can I systemize my business? And then that's how we did it. Then I found out another thing at that restaurant. French Canadians love their gravy. They love gravy. Do you guys know what's the national dish in Canada? Have you heard about it? No, maple syrup. She's like maple syrup. That's not the national dish, although we do love maple syrup. But there's a dish. It was created in Quebec. You know, French Canadians created that dish. It's called poutine. None of you have heard of poutine? Have you heard of poutine? Because now it's all over the world. But when I was a kid, it was only in Quebec. You could not go anywhere in the world except in Quebec. Poutine is this: fresh cut French fries with cheese curd and hot beef gravy on top of it. It's delicious. Now, you eat 2 of those, you have a heart attack. But it's really good. It's really, really good, okay? So we love gravy. French Canadians love gravy. So I figured out that we could sell like a little cup of gravy. So anytime you ordered, let's say, a club sandwich or a hamburger or anything that came with fries, French Canadians just love to dip their fries in gravy. So I told my server, I said, every time someone orders something with fries, and we have like 16 dishes on the menu, I said, you have to ask one question. Would you like gravy? Would you like some gravy with that? Would you like gravy with that? Would you like gravy with that? How hard is it? Would you like gravy with that? How hard is it? It's easy, right? Would you like gravy with that? That little cup of gravy, I think we were selling for 75 cents or $1. My cost on that was about 3 or 5 cents. It was ridiculous. I don't remember what it was, but it was ridiculously small. So not only was I able to increase my average check, but my profitability per check also went up. We were raking it in. We were making so much money. So the business owner was elated with the success. And all we did is that: eliminate, automate, delegate. Now, I didn't know I was doing that. I did not have that. All I had was systems. I'm systematizing.